Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So I'm going to do Missing Dial 911 reading uh, on this individual here by the name of Lars Mittank. He was born February 9th of 1986 in Germany, and he disappeared July 8th, 2014 while vacationing in Varna, Bulgaria with 5 friends. He has never been seen again. I read a little bit on the story, but I like to just come in, I guess you could say blindly, on these disappearances and just, give information, give to you what I get. And so we're going to start first with discussing Lars, the man. Lars Mittank. We're going to pull a card on him. Okay, so let's just get that established. Who was Lars? What type of person was he? Okay, so let's get that tarot card first. Okay, 10 of Cups. All right, now that's very interesting. I said, who is Lars? Well, Lars was a happy person. He had 10 of Cups in his life. This is what I get. Lars is 10 of Cups. Let's do some clarifying on that. Let's get another card and clarify. But what I absolutely get is that this was a happy person. All right, let's get a clarifier. I don't need to do much shuffling. Knight of Swords. Okay. So he liked, I guess you could say, the fast life. He enjoyed the fast life. He enjoyed, like that motorcycle, things like that. He was a knight. He would come in, he would come in and you knew that he was in the room. He was always, because this card says strategy, so he was always strategizing. Let's get another one, just to get some more on Lars before we get into the actual disappearance. But I just get that he was content. He was a happy person until that day. And I get that he lost it. And he lost it because there was something in his system. Somebody slipped him something is what I'm getting. Okay, the High Priestess. But the High Priestess has the answers is what I'm getting. Okay. He's speaking to a High Priestess is what I get. Okay. Maybe because he's no longer on this earth plane. I get he is no longer with us. That High Priestess is likely me. I'm speaking on his behalf. And what I get is someone slipped him something, because in the Wikipedia that I was on his Wikipedia page, I was reading something about some type of drug. But I picked that up strongly, and I pick up that he was drugged. He was drugged. It was like a hallucinogen. But I don't get that anyone took his life. Well, in a sense, his life was taken because whoever gave him that drug caused his demise, because he lost his mind, and they didn't have an expectation. They being, or the person, it was a male. And I get it was one of those friends that slipped him something, but they got it wherever they were, this drug, they got it. And no one reacted in the way that Lars did. Okay, let's get some true crime cards and see what the cards want to tell us about Lars's. So in a sense, you could say it's a homicide because this went into his system. This drug, this hallucinogen. Okay, there's the card that just dropped out. And I'm gonna choose a couple more to continue to tell the story. So let's get 3 more for the moment. Okay. So I was just talking about how this drug was given to him, and there is regret. Whoever gave Lars this is regretting it. They're living with this, and I do believe that it will come out. And whoever gave him the drug, they deal now in fraudulent activity. What I'm getting very strongly is whoever gave Lars the drug, they have so much regret that they just went to the dark side in terms of their lifestyle. And if the authorities, the police or whatever in the country where he passed away, if they were to look into those friends, which I'm sure they did, I don't know, I'm not a police officer, but I just get very strongly that they did a thorough investigation, but they need to revisit that investigation of those friends that he went with, because one of them gave them the drug. And by them, if they looked into the background of these 5 friends, they would see that somebody's shady. And that's the person that's in regret over giving them. And justice is going to be served. Justice will be served because I'm coming out and I'm talking about it. Okay, and then we have wooded area. Now this is interesting because I believe that he ventured off. He left the area. He was going to fly away back home, but instead he left. He was acting strangely, and he left where he was. He left all of his belongings, his suitcase, his wallet, everything, and he fled because I believe security took a hold of him, and then he just walked away and he climbed a fence, or he did something that took him into a wooded area, because this is where he passed away. That's where he passed away. But I get it's near water, his body. And if they look, what I get is he's near water, not that far from where he ran off. His body is not that far, and they will find remnants of it, of his body there, and it will be by water, and it will be in an area where there is the sun. You know how sometimes trees grow, but they kind of part ways, and they kind of have like a circular area where the trees are in a circular area and the sun can shine down on that area. In other words, where the sun is shining down, there aren't any trees. This is what I'm getting. And so the trees are, kind of make that circular around an area. And I get it's a wet wooded area. It's wet. There's water there. And the sun is shining down, and you cannot miss this area. Okay, let's get a couple more cards. These are just keyword cards to see what else we can glean from this story. Let's get 5 cards. Oh, 6, okay. Okay, 4, 5. I'm going to take that one too. Okay, let's get more into the story. Laboratory. This goes back to that friend that slipped him the drug. And I get a couple things. Wherever this drug was manufactured, it's not far from the airport in a laboratory. It's a makeshift laboratory. And this person that gave him, this friend that gave him the drug, is dealing with that in a laboratory also. And they're making bank. They're making money, okay, doing it. Okay, now we have living room. I get strongly, it's really focusing on that one friend that gave Lars the drug. There's something unique about this person's living room. I know that sounds strange, but that's what I'm getting. There's something about their living room, about their sofa, because there's a sofa in the picture. And they live near a bridge. some sort of bridge. This is the person that committed this crime. And it's a wooded area. There's a winding path. These are just literally things that are in this place of reminiscence. And this person goes back to where they once were, is what I'm getting. I don't know. Where they once were, could that be the, no, it's not. It's not where Lars's body is, but it's close. Okay. All right, let's pull some of these cards and see what else we can get. Yeah, let's pull a few of these and see what else we can get. But Lars is no longer with us. He's no longer with us. I want to delve into how he passed too. So let's get 3 of these. Oh, 2? Okay, let's get 2 of these. And then I want to pull some more of those true crime cards to see more. Okay, Cursed Castle. A tower of shadows crumbling. What is this castle? So oddly enough, what I pick up is this friend, out of all the friends, will have the nicest castle home. And they'll have a beautiful girlfriend, is what I get. That's strange, but those are the messages, and they're as clear as day. Let's get 2 of these crimes. What happened? How did Lars actually pass away? He drowned. Okay. I don't need to, okay. I'm not going to pull these. He drowned. He drowned in a little bit of water, though. He fell, is what I get. He fell, and he bumped his head, and he took in water where he, it's like, in a sense, he drowned his lungs. It was his lungs filled up. So what I get from this story, so once again, this is Lars Mittank, and he was born February 9th of 1986 in Germany, and he disappeared on July 8th of 2014 while vacationing in Varna, Bulgaria with 5 friends. And he has never been seen again, but I'm getting that his remains will be found, and soon, because what I'm saying is going to spark somebody's curiosity. I get it'll be an official, and they're going to find his body. The person I'm getting by the name Burby or Burbank, or I don't know, I'm just getting that something in the person's name that will find Lars. Lars ran off. It was a drug that caused him to run off. He was hallucinating. So it was the hallucinating and him just kind of going in circles, trying to find his way, losing his mind. I'm getting this drug just took over his body, is what I get. And yeah, he bumped his head, and it took in water. Had he not done those things, that drug would have worn off and he would have survived, possibly. But keep in mind, he was out in the wilderness, in the woods, like the card said. So things could have come, depending on how long he would have been knocked out or under that spell, under that drug. And the drug, it was a release, a slow release, slow capsule release. You know how you buy medications and it's like a slow release? It's the same for this drug, which is one of its flaws. By design. It slowly released, and then it just ravished him. I mean, it's an unusual, a very strange story. And this is the first story that I'm doing under Missing Dial 911. And it just came to me when I started to do my search. Lars jumped out. Lars just jumped out. Please do this reading. So when they find Lars, his family and everyone will be able to rest in peace. But there will be something that they will be able to bury, is what I get. I get that very strongly. So thank you for stopping by the Humble Seer. As always, you take good care, and we'll talk soon. Bye.